Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I got a question for you. Is it cold enough? Dang! I mean, this is the coldest it has been since last year. I hope that you have taken precautions. You know, they say what? Plants, pets, pipes, and RVs, of course. If you have waited to now to winterize your RV, you may be in for a real disaster when things start warming up. But anyway, welcome to today's video. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be bouncing all around today. I do want to tell you about a change that I think I'm going to be making with the channel. You know, I've been doing 4 videos a week for years, and I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue making those 4 videos, but one of them, I don't know what day, maybe Saturday, one of them will not necessarily be RV related. The other 3 will be about RVs. I do a lot of reading and I follow the news, and, you know, call me a conspiracy theorist, call me a prepper, it's okay, I got thick skin. But I'm going to be covering stories that I think are interesting, just so we can get some banter going and I can hear what you guys think about them as well. And one of those stories I got pulled up, this talking about conspiracy theory, the CIA declassifies a book detailing how the world will end. I heard about this years ago, and I think it is a fascinating thesis. You know, who knows if it's true? It could be a bunch of bull, but I love those mental exercises. Let me know if you do as well, but that's probably a change you're going to be seeing coming real soon. All right, I have a warning for RVers. It's not actually a warning that a friend of mine named Doc Will, who's an RV inspector, he said, Wingman, you got to get the word out. So I'm going to tell you about that if you're thinking about buying an RV, a new one or a used one. You need to listen to this warning, and I will tell you about it at the end of the video. But right now I'm going to play a phone call. You know, I've got a 24-hour voicemail. If you have a situation with your RV dealer, your manufacturer, you need some help. I'm not a lawyer, but I am the wingman, and I will listen to your story and do my very best to kind of guide you in the direction that I think is where you might want to consider going. Of course, the responsibility of what you do or don't do is all on you, but this is just the third party's opinion of your situation. So if you want to contact me, I'm going to put the phone number on the screen. There it is right now. You leave me a voicemail. I will get back with you. This caller came in actually a couple of weeks ago before I left on my vacation. And he and I did speak since the phone call. And the phone call had such kind of a vibe to it that I had to call my friends at the Burdge Law Office. Ron Burdge, Beth Wells, RV Lemon Lawyers, to get their take. So I'm going to play this phone call in 2 parts, let you hear it, and then I'd like to know what you think about it. But it has something to do with non-disclosure agreements. So here we go.
My name is Greg. I'm calling from Murphy, Texas, and we bought a Jayco bungalow from Camping World, and it had multiple issues, including the air conditioners mounted wrong, and it leaked all on the brand new floor. We bought it brand new at the RV show. And while at the RV show, in our agreement, we told them we did not want that demo model because there were people in there acting goofy and jumping up and down in the shower, and I looked them right now and said, I do not want this trailer. They said, no problem. Well, we found out they gave us the trailer. We also paid $1,700 for the sealant on the inside and out, which they finally, after arguing with us, admitted they never did it. But now they're trying to get us to do a settlement, and they're in this settlement, they're also asking me to keep quiet. And we have been through absolute Hades with these people.
Okay, that's the first half of this call. As I said, I have spoken with Greg. He and I are supposed to talk very soon. What bothered me about it is, in a sense, you know, he did business with Camping World, go figure, but Camping World has offered him a settlement. What does that tell you? But it comes with the commitment from him. He's going to have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. He and I spoke, and he's like, I don't know what to do. And I said, man, it's up to you, Greg. And he said, it's not that much money. And he said, I think the word needs to get out. So I'm going to tell you what Ron Burdge said when he listened to the entire phone call. But how do you feel about these non-disclosure agreements? I don't like them. I think they're just another way to shut us up. Here's the rest of that phone call.
I've been told multiple times that the trailer was fixed. We went to look at it. and we had painter's tape everywhere on the items we wanted fixed. And one time they called me and said, you need to come look at it. I walked in with the general manager, and the painter's tape hadn't even been removed. They had never even touched the trailer. So, and it's gotten pretty ugly. I have called an attorney friend that told me he would link me up with an attorney. I'm not that kind of guy, but these people are, Marcus Leotis and his group are bad people. And I would love some advice. I'd love to hear what you think before I sign this agreement that says I can't talk about it. I don't like that idea, especially for what they're offering me. And I really appreciate your help. I saw where you got on the camping world, and I told people that they need to take you up on this, because there's a reason there's 43 or 46,000 members on this site. It's a bad deal. And they conveniently lost the paperwork agreeing not to sell me that demo model, but they got the other items we agreed to and haven't balked at those whatsoever. So anyway, I'm trying to keep it brief. I will let you listen to it, and any and all advice I would greatly appreciate, because I know you've been around the corner on this stuff.
All right. Does he sound like a hothead? Not to me. And when I talked to him, he was just as calm. Disappointed, yes, but he was not a hothead. And so because he's got this offer and I don't want to get in the way and I don't want to screw things up, here's what I did. I forwarded his voicemail to the Burdge Law Office. So Beth Wells and or Ron Burdge could listen to it in its entirety. And I said, what can this guy do? And essentially this is what they said. They said, Wingman, do the interview with him. If he doesn't sign the NDA, just go ahead and do the interview with him. Make sure he never lies. He tells the truth. He tries to take the high road. Don't get caught in a lie ever. But go ahead and do the video. And then I'm supposed to send Beth and Ron the interview that I do with Greg, and then they're going to jump on and respond to it. I'm going to ask them all about NDAs and what they mean. I hear stories about people signing the NDA, and then the manufacturer comes back and says, no, we need you to sign a new one or we're going to sue you again. You broke it. And it's just, to me, the NDA thing is a big mess. So if you have a situation with your RV, in fact, here's the deal. Many people who are like Greg, that are in the process, they feel like they're being screwed by a dealer or a manufacturer. Maybe that's not you today, but maybe you were there last year or 10 years ago. I want to hear from you. I believe that we are shining the light of truth on some ugly things going on in the RV industry. Many of you say, well, we need a national lemon law. We need more protection. And maybe that's true, but if you're waiting for the Donald Trump administration or anybody to come up with your solution to the solution to your problems and mine, it ain't going to happen. What we can do, I promise you, commenting on this video, sharing this video with as many people as you can, watching the videos on this channel, exposing the truth about these manufacturers, these dealers. And if you're a dealer out there that I've ever talked about, or you have people out there that are blasting you, call me, email me. I will do an interview with you. I will listen. I know I'm a talk show guy. I know I talk a lot, but I will listen. I want to know if there's some middle ground that we can meet in. I think Greg, he said it was a Jayco, can't remember the name of it. I think it's a destination trailer. I'm hearing a lot of bad things about destination trailers. They were just slapped together in COVID or at the end of COVID, and a lot of people are having issues with them. But I don't think it's limited just to, destination trailers. In fact, when I was driving back from my vacation, my wife and I were going along, and there's a beautiful Cyclone, which is a fifth wheel, big $140,000 fifth wheel, brand spanking new. And the guy's going 80 miles an hour. Well, I've got a heavy foot, and I get it. Look at it, it's triple axle. Boy, that's a nice one. Being pulled by an expensive truck, and he's going along, and I get caught in traffic, and he goes in front of me. And I have 15 minutes later, I catch up with him, and my wife says, "Is something wrong with that trailer?" I'm looking, the slide out on the driver's side is the back end of the slide out is out this far, and he's doing 80 miles an hour down the interstate. The front end's okay, but the back end just jumped out. Brand new travel trailer. What do you think happened? I don't know what happened, but it looked brand new to me. These are the kinds of things that I think we need to shed the light on. And if you have a good story, and I know many of you do, I would like you to call me. Let's do an interview. Recently, I played a couple of voicemails that I got, and one of them I think was honest and true. The other one smelled like pure BS. I mean, I didn't listen 30 seconds. I'm going, somebody's reading a script. But if you're honest, you don't have to be a professional broadcaster. Hell, I'm not. I just talk for a living. If you can share your story, and if it would be helpful to others, this is a community that I deeply care about. So contact me. My information is on the screen. Now I'm going to tell you about what my buddy Doc Will, who is an RV inspector, this guy is extremely anal. And I say that in the fondest way. Doc and I, for years, have communicated. We've never met in person yet. But he and I share so many of the same opinions and values, and so I respect this guy a lot. The name of his business is called Ironwood RV. So he posted on my Facebook page. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. He says, Alan, be sure and warn folks about the flooded units hitting the auctions now. You're seeing a lot of RVs at auction? Oh man, we can get a great deal. It's less than this and we can save all that money. He says, a client is having me rebuild his electrical on a flood rig, and I'm truly afraid that he's spending good money after bad. All of the panels concealed, 1.5 to 2 inches of dry silt, and all the electrical is coated. A simple inspection would have revealed so much to the buyer. I don't get a penny for referring you to anybody that's an RV inspector, but I recommend that if you don't have some knowledge of what you're looking for, this can happen to you. You can be high as a kite one day, go to the auction, yay man, we spent $50,000, got a $100,000 RV. Many of those RVs that are at auctions that are resold are pieces of junk. There was a reason they went to the auction in the first place. An inspection can help prevent you from making a monumental disaster. So Doc Will, thank you so much for making this post, and you guys check out Ironwood RV. I'll put a link to him down below. I really think that you should consider getting an inspection where you buy a new or used RV. So sorry for going on so long today. I'd like to know your thoughts on the non-disclosure agreements. If you like the idea of me sticking with RVs for most of the week and then one day a week I can kind of go out there, talk about how the world might end, according to the CIA. And, let me know, drop a comment, let me know where you're watching from, and by golly, stay warm. It looks like it's super cold over much of the country. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, reminding you to be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.